Sorry. Dad?
Come on, I'll take you home. Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go.
What's so urgent? I couldn't wait till morning.
Oh, dadgum.
Do it. Do what?
The payoff plus the,
Months before there's
yep, he bribed a juror. Okay, just put it together.
What the hell are you talking about? You refused to take a continuance because you had to go to trial right away.
I told you, my company.
And no jury consultant in the last episode.
For freedom on a business deal.
That's why. Hey guys, it's Jeremy with Civitas. We're doing the Lincoln Lawyer episode 6 because everybody's been loving it so much, including me.
Because most of my clients have money. Now, money makes people think they can do anything and get away with it. This one was different. He didn't do it. And I took his case for free because it was the right thing to do. You understand? But that also makes it one of the hardest cases I've ever had.
You should go talk to him.
Okay, legal.
So this is kind of tugging at my heartstrings a little bit because this is a conversation I've had with my kids a couple of times. So this looks like this is Mickey's dad here and telling him, yeah, I did this pro bono case. So you're finding out he's the son of a lawyer. So he did this pro bono case for somebody that he really believed in, believed that they were innocent. And honestly, yeah, I think that is, some people say it's the responsibility of a lawyer. Your law license requires you to do pro bono work for the community. I'm not sure I believe that, but I think being a good human being requires you to help your fellow beings out. So I do try to do some pro bono cases. So I'm gonna say, yeah, this opening scene, this here is legit. And I've tried to explain to my kids, yeah, as a criminal defense attorney, you end up representing a whole lot of guilty people. And sometimes you're just trying to help them lose in the most graceful way possible. A lot of people come to you and say, I did this. I just think the plea is too harsh. And I'll look at it and go, yeah, I think it's too harsh too. And all you're trying to do is negotiate the best deal that you can. But this one is special because you go, this guy got wrongfully accused. I have actually represented people that were wrongfully accused. We were able to prove it. We got the case dismissed. It didn't even have to go to trial. So those things do happen, and it's good to include this because I think, you know, the public needs to know that. I think there's a lot of good shows that are showing that these days, and probably you're seeing it a whole lot on the news too. But it's good to have it in the drama. Makes it a little more real and makes it, I don't know, closer to your heart.
They don't allow cameras in the courtroom, so this is what they put on the evening news.
They put this on TV?
You keep that. Anybody asks you who it is, you tell them it's the best damn lawyer in LA.
Look at you making the front page. Your old man would be proud. He lived on the front page.
Isn't it interesting how in just a couple of decades we've gone from showing drawings on the news to now, I mean, you can go look at my YouTube channel and we're responding to actual courtroom footage of the hearing, the trial itself. So interesting development in just 20 or 30 years, but that's real. That's what it was when, Mickey looks like, I don't know, he's maybe about 40 years old. So when he was a kid, yeah, that's what it would have been, those drawings.
Anybody else know about this?
Yeah, the cop investigating Jerry's murder. They wanted to put me onto it.
What about your client?
I haven't asked him. I mean, it's just, there's no proof. It's only a theory.
Then go prepare your case and don't ask questions you don't want answers to. First wife. You gotta take that one. I speak from experience.
Hey.
So it's interesting there, that conversation. He asks, this other guy, they're calling him legal, asks Mickey if he had asked his client, did you ask your client about the missing money? He says, no, I didn't. Essentially because he's saying, I don't want to know because we have so many ethical rules that are based on did the attorney know? And you really can't get away with it if you suspected and didn't ask, but really the rules actually state in many places, did the attorney know? So yeah, is he in a gray zone? Yeah, he is, but you can also understand why he might be in that gray zone. He's put in this position. He didn't ask to be in that position, inheriting this case from somebody else. So yeah, you can understand that.
Okay, where do you draw the line?
Do you have a line?
Yes, I have a line. For example, I don't represent people who hurt kids. All right?
Good line.
That's good, I guess.
Come on, Haley.
Again, tugging at my heartstrings, real similar to conversations I've had with my kids when they come to me and go, so you represent guilty people. Yeah, I do, but I have a line. I can tell you what my line is. If somebody comes to me and admits to it and then says, now how do I get away with this? That's not a client I want to help. I don't want to help guilty people get away with something. Somebody comes to me and says, yes, I did this, and I want to admit to it. I just want to be in the best position possible. I want to get the best plea agreement before I admit to it. I'll help that person. I don't take, this is a murder trial. I've never done a murder trial. I don't usually take murder cases. I don't usually take, even attempted murder, but I have had them. I've had actually a few of them along the way. Aggravated assault. I've taken some violent crimes, and it's situations that are pretty hard to wrap your head around. But in those cases, I have had people come to me and either say, I didn't do that, or I did do that, but I just want to admit to it and put myself in the best position to take the best plea agreement that I can. That's my line. If somebody tells me, yeah, I'm guilty, but just help me get away with it, no way.
Can you bring Haley to court on Monday? See my opening?
It's a murder trial after what she just saw.
Just my opening. I promise you, no gore, no blood.
You don't be nervous having her there?
Absolutely, yes. And thinking a funeral might do me some good,
That's legit. I'm going to tell you, being a little bit nervous before a trial, before any important hearing, yeah, heightens your senses. You don't want to be crazy nervous. You don't want to be sweating everywhere or anything stupid like that. But yeah, a little bit nervous, that's right in the zone. Heightens your senses, keeps you on your toes.
Your Honor, you wanted to see me?
I did. Have a seat, Mr. Haller. And please take out your checkbook.
My checkbook?
You're 10 minutes late. I can hold you in contempt, or you can make a contribution to the charity of your choice. It's up to you. I'll leave a list of my favorites on the desk.
Right, Your Honor, I'm sorry, but I don't have my checkbook on me. But I'll have my office send something over.
Very well. I'll leave the amount up to you, of course.
Held in contempt for being 10 minutes late for something that isn't even an official hearing. I'm pretty sure this is just tongue-in-cheek between the judge and Mickey here, just kind of being friendly, and maybe she's just encouraging him to be charitable. But just so we have the record clear, never going to happen.
I just want to make sure there isn't a problem that perhaps I could help with.
Oh, no, I appreciate that, Judge. But no, there's no problem.
Very well. Then we're done here. Thank you for keeping me abreast.
Okay.
And Mr. Haller, I wish you luck with the trial next week.
Thank you, Your Honor.
It's kind of fascinating. Okay, so it's not really a legal take on it, but why on earth is the presiding judge wishing the defense attorney luck with a trial? I know it's just a phrase, but yeah, there's something deep in that one. All right, find out.
There was something in his notes about commissioning a video reenactment of the murders for the jury. Did he say anything about that to you?
Oh, that. You know what, now that you mention it, yeah, he did. He said it was going to be expensive, but yeah, I don't know whatever happened with it.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Maybe it just didn't happen, right?
Okay, anything else?
Just rest up. We have a big week.
Yeah, I'll try.
So, okay, either Jerry was the worst lawyer in history and spent $100,000 and didn't tell his client where it was going, or these guys are full of crap. Clients have to be told about where their money is going. They have to get a detailed bill. If they pay a retainer, and then on an expensive case like this guy might have had, $500,000 retainer, maybe even more, something crazy like that. Okay. If they have that much in their attorney trust account, which is where retainers have to go, and a trust account essentially says, I'm holding on to this money for somebody else. Some of it might be mine, some of it might be going to pay medical bills, some of it might be going to pay costs, but it's not the attorney's yet. So it goes into their trust account. And then every month he'll send them a bill and say, this is how much I'm paying myself from the money you paid me, from your retainer, from my trust account. It all has to be accounted for, like perfectly. I have heard legends, I'll say. I haven't actually met anybody, but I have heard these legends or stories about people getting fined by the bar association for having their trust account off by like 13 cents. So $100,000 just not knowing where it went. Somebody's full of crap here, and I'm thinking it's the client.
How are you, man?
Thanks for the invite, Mick.
Of course, you're the one doing me a favor.
Oh, speaking of which, it's the internal audit from the crime lab. They copied it in my discovery by mistake. Hope it helps you out.
This is just what I need. Thank you, thank you.
Good, it's my pleasure. Hey, listen, you go show him how Solik has to do it, Mick.
All right, enjoy yourself.
Many of you, like Maggie, are veterans of the district.
I don't even know what this report says yet, but if something is sent out by mistake, it's probably not even admissible, and theoretically, Mickey's not even supposed to use any of the information that he obtains from that document. To even have a rule that allows for a what's called a clawback provision. So in other words, if you actually send something out that you didn't mean to, that was supposed to be protected, or that you didn't mean to use at trial or something like that, you can say, no. You need to give that back, destroy any copies that you have, and forget that you ever saw it, which, yeah, basically impossible. But that's essentially what the rule says. So don't know what's in this yet, but probably could be clawed back if they needed to.
Sorry. Dad?
Come on, I gotta take you home. Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go.
What's so urgent? It couldn't wait till morning.
Oh, dadgum.
Do it.
Do what?
The payoff plus the,
Months before there's even a
yep,
jury
he
panel.
bribed a juror. Okay, just put it together.
What the hell are you talking about?
You refused to take a continuance because you had to go to trial right away.
I told you, my company...
And no jury consultant in the last
Nobody gambles
episode.
for freedom on a business deal.
That's why.
I don't know who the guy is or anything about him. All I know is he's bought and paid for.
Yeah, well, that's it.
So now Mickey's screwed. Now Mickey actually has knowledge. Now his client just confessed to him. So he has all kinds of ethical obligations here. I'm guessing, since we're talking about a law drama, he's not going to do any of them. But since he just got actual knowledge of this from the client, it's a completely different situation now. Now he's not suspicious. Now he knows.
No, you can't do that.
Oh, try me.
No, you don't understand. You can't do that. It'll be the end for both of us.
Yeah, no, actually he can do that. He can withdraw because he just found out that you did something like this that was so incredibly unethical and you did it behind his back. So yeah, he actually would really have grounds to withdraw at this point.
We didn't have a prenup. So she leaves, she takes half the money. It wasn't my money. I begged her to call it off. That morning, I went out to the house to try to get her out of there.
That's why they're following me.
So this crazy client knew the motive the whole time, didn't tell his attorney, basically knows who it was, even though it probably is a hitman or something like that, and doesn't share that vital information with his attorney so he can get the best defense possible. Sadly, kind of real sometimes. Not really with the cases I've dealt with because, like I said, I help people that are innocent or that are guilty and are willing to own up to what they've done. But I have heard stories from other people that say, yeah, they withheld this from me until about a week before the trial. They don't tell me who they is. They don't give me specifics because it's privileged information. But they'll say, I had a client, and they withheld vital information vital to their defense until about a week before the trial or even during the trial, and then they dropped it on me, and I went, okay, if I'd known that before, then yeah, maybe we could have even won this case. Why on earth wouldn't you share that? And it's because, it uncovers somebody, maybe it implicates their wife or something like that. So sadly, that probably pretty real for a whole lot of attorneys.
Mickey, I told you, I was innocent. You believe me now?
I believe you didn't do what they charged you with, Trevor. It's enough for me.
So will you help me?
So that's a fascinating answer too. I believe they didn't do what they charged you with. You didn't do what they charged you with. I've had clients in that situation. I've had clients that are guilty of something, not guilty of what they were charged with. There's a big difference, right? If somebody has hurt somebody else and they got charged with attempted murder and it was supposed to be assault or aggravated assault, that's a defense, right? That's somebody that everybody deserves a defense, but that's somebody that especially deserves an offense, not because they're totally innocent, but because they're innocent of what they got charged with. So you go in there and you say, well, what did you do? And you help them to either negotiate it down to what actually happened, which is a pretty good outcome, or negotiate at least the range down or something along those lines. So that, yeah, solid answer. Sitting up is hard work. Okay, another great episode of Lincoln Lawyer. Glad we did episode 6. We'll be doing episode 7 soon. And go back and check out the playlist of all of the episodes that we've done so far. We'll see you next time.